Hello, this is Abi and here from Aroza Wellbeing Center here in Dubai. We are going to take you through a beautiful journey where we connect, we have fun, and you are going to learn something new, something nice and something beautiful. Stay with us. Today we are going to talk about anxiety. What is the best ways to calm your anxiety wherever you are in the world? One way or another, we all touch anxiety. Now, how to calm down? There are millions of ways, but we are here in Aroza Wellbeing Center. We'll teach you a few ways to go through your anxiety, but with control, with calmness, hopefully. With me here, beautiful souls. I will start with my furthest right, Tarisha. Hello.
Hello, hello everybody. Lovely to see you. Lovely to be here. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thanks for being here.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. And Elise, Aroza Wellbeing Center Manager, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you. Hi everyone.
Thank you. Thank you
Great
for
to be
having us.
You're all very welcome. Anytime.
And I have to my left, Dr. Farah. Hi, Doctor.
Hi, Abby. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
It's so nice to be here with you all.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And again, thank you for being here.
Oh, my pleasure.
Right. My first question is, when we have anxiety, do we have anxiety? Really? Do we have anxiety? Do we go through anxiety? Is it normal or is it abnormal? We'll find out in a minute. But what is the best way to calm down our anxiety? How do you define anxiety? Is it same as a stress? Is anxiety as worry? Is it the same? Now, I will ask Tarisha, what's the best way, Tarisha? I mean, we all go through anxieties, don't we?
Oh, I definitely think we do. We absolutely do experience anxiety from time to time at different degrees and levels and different situations, and usually when we least expect it.
Right.
Yes,
and we're
that's
trying
true.
desperately to hide it. And I think that also adds to the anxiety. You know, what will they think of me? I'm not keeping it together. I can't breathe, or I feel like I'm going to cry in public, or you know, there's so many different ways of expressing anxiety. It could even be where we feel like a recluse. We want to hide. We want to get under the duvet. We don't want to get out of bed. Maybe we want to run, maybe we want to over-exercise, maybe we eat, maybe we look for other things to soothe the inner anxiety. So yes, I do think that we're all susceptible, and I personally think that it's my question to myself when I'm feeling anxious is, what am I thinking in this moment? Where am I? Am I in my world, right here, right now, or am I in someone else's world? Trying to imagine what they're thinking, what they need, what they should have done, what they shouldn't have done, or what they'll do to me. And it could be the government, it could be the world climate situation, it could be my boss, it could be my neighbors, my friends, my family, but I'm not in my world when I'm suffering from anxiety.
So physically here, but mentally elsewhere.
Physically sitting comfortably in a very lovely chair, for instance, but my mind is in the past, in the future, and definitely in someone else's business.
Suffering or enjoying?
I'm suffering,
Right.
They may be enjoying,
Exactly.
but it's all imaginary anyway.
Right.
But when I have a look at those images that come up in my mind, and there I go into the past, and there I go into the future, quite naturally I'm going to spiral, because I lose the awareness of where I am right now.
That's true.
On this beautiful, comfortable stool. I could be sitting here with all of you thinking, oh, this is lovely. And actually I'm thinking, oh no, what about this and what about that? So my mind is taking me away from this.
It's everywhere else, basically.
And I'm everywhere else. I'm thinking of the parking meter. I'm thinking of how am I going to feed the family in time? How am I going to... All these things come up. Or it could be much more serious. Maybe I have a huge bill to pay. And right here with you, I have no bill to pay.
Yeah.
I'm right here with you.
In the moment.
In the moment. So my anxiety will go through the roof. So my personal practice is to come back. Almost come back to earth. Come in number 2. Your time is up. You know,
Where's your seat?
I come back to the awareness of where I am, the safety, the awareness that there's no threat There's no danger. Fear isn't danger, you know.
Yeah. But the other thing is too that, you know, when it comes to anxiety, the problems that you express are real. So people might say, but actually, I do have to pay that bill, or
Of
you know
course.
what I mean? Like that still exists. So whether I acknowledge that or not, I still have to get that bill paid. So how am I going to do that? You know.
That's true.
So I guess it's about compartmentalizing in a sense where we can establish where we are. You know,
Instead
now,
of worrying
yes,
all the time.
and then we have to, I guess, when we find that inner peace or that inner sense of calmness, then we're actually able to think rationally, right?
That's true.
And when you have that rational thought, then that would help us now figure out, okay, let's really get to the crux of the matter, and then maybe come up with a plan. You know,
That's true.
how would I reasonably do this? Is it something that I can figure out for myself?
True.
Do I need help? What is the worst outcome really that can happen?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like that one.
Yeah.
That one's nice, because when you start to think about what's the worst outcome, then you're like, well, actually, that's not too bad.
And is
I
it
can manage that.
exactly?
Yeah.
Yeah. And is it practical?
What
Like
does this
sometimes you
really
could think
affect
your worst outcome. Like if you actually thought about it, and like, how real is that? You know, like how likely is that going to
so
happen?
imaginary.
Exactly, right? If you look at the odds of it.
So
you
when
know?
we're fearful,
So-
we make brash decisions, and we might sell something to make the money, or we might, you know, do something that we wouldn't normally do, or we might really panic and do very unusual things that don't correspond with our general behavior. So we go out of our mind, you know, because we're not in our right mind.
Exactly. A lot of times too, I mean, it could be learned behavior, and we have been passing down these anxiety techniques or not techniques first for generation to generation, right?
That's true.
So if we look at our grandparents, if we were lucky enough to have them around, and then parents, and you really sit and observe how families deal with situations or what their thought processing was. A lot of the times we're probably taught how to think, you know?
So it's something that we can learn then.
Exactly.
To be honest.
Exactly. And learn and unlearn. Relearn.
Exactly.
But if I put it in, if I put it in steps, how or what's the best way for you to calm down, especially as a doctor, and you are very, very interested in well-being, personal well-being?
Yes.
What's the steps? What would you do? First step, second step, and there's no right or wrong.
Exactly.
And there's no priority. It depends on the person, situation, place, right? Time of the year, probably.
Exactly.
What's your best way to calm down? And for the audience, what's your best way to give them so they could use it to calm down? I'm coming back to you too. Just want to hear the doctor.
Yeah, so that's an excellent question, Abby. I think if I have to put it in a sequence, first thing I would do is first identify how I'm feeling, because I think that's the most important at that moment. Like, what, you know, why all of a sudden I'm feeling anxious or nervous, whatever it is that I'm feeling. Why am I in a tailspin? Second, I think I do is try to identify what just triggered it, or what is causing this to happen.
The source of it?
Yeah, the source, right? Like, or it could just be a trigger. It might not even be exactly, you know. Or it must be something, because if you were fine before and then all of a sudden you're feeling these, it could be you have an interview or you have something at work, but you have to identify. It could even be simple as a TV show. Sometimes can trigger memories from the past and you didn't even realize, right? So I think triggers are important. So for me, I figure out, okay, where is this coming from? And then my next step, but this is just for me. So it's I pray, like I breathe and pray. Those two go together. I think if that's where I start.
So the first thing you said is know the source, identify the source. Where is it coming from?
Yeah, no, first is knowing what I'm feeling.
Oh, know where you are.
Catching yourself.
Catching yourself.
Yeah.
Be aware where you are.
Exactly.
Become conscious.
For me, it's very similar actually.
Right. I was just about to ask you.
So
Go on.
don't mind. So basically, the way I see it is we all have a frequency. We're all emitting energy in however way we look at it, emotions, feelings, thoughts. So when I realize that I'm catching myself in some negative or like you said, a spiral, and you're not sure where the spiral is going to end up really. So I try to notice how I'm feeling, and then I know that this is going to end one way or another way, because I have a choice, right? So I've learned how to stop myself, find the choice, and I use mantras, which is kind of similar. I'm connecting to that part of me that source, God, however you want to call it, inner.
Do you use affirmations, Elise?
Yes,
You
I
do.
do.
Right.
So I learned a really nice one from Gabby Bernstein.
Right.
I really love her books, and it's always helped me. So I always say, okay, I'm facing this challenge right now. I accept that I'm in this challenge,
Right.
and please help me what to say and what to do. And
That's
then
a
it
nice
just
one.
completely turns my, okay, it's fine. I can manage it. I can deal with it. Yeah. So it really
You
calms.
guys have similar things,
And
you
that's
know.
Calms me
something,
down.
I
That's
think,
it's I mean, not you guys not too far from each other.
Seems like it,
Wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tricia,
Well,
in steps.
I
do you-
agree with the ladies absolutely,
Right.
100%. I think that the antidote for anxiety is calm.
Yeah.
So to find, even if we had to run to the ladies or the gents, and find a space where we can just simply close our eyes and breathe and notice that we are in a state of a bit of a spin, we are feeling quite anxious, and allow the breath to come back and feel the physical world around us, feel the
Yeah.
bench or the chair or the floor.
Right.
Notice that the air is clean, that the ceiling is intact, that there is no imminent danger, and that I'm safe, and breathe through it. And also, excuse me, I believe that all source are thoughts. Our thoughts, that's why they come out of nowhere. And I don't believe we're the thinkers, because I don't wake up in the morning and say, I think I'll think today. We just think. It's a happening,
Yeah.
as our breath is. I don't say breathe, lungs,
Right.
and I don't say beat, heart. It's just a happening. Thoughts will happen, and they will come and they will go like clouds in the sky.
Yeah.
But whether we attach ourselves to those thoughts, whether we actually think that it's something about me right
Yeah.
now, is going to maybe put me into a state of mind that is not right here, right now. It's the absence again of presence. So I always look for a quiet place. I encourage people to get back to their breathing, feel their body. That's a real thing.
This
their
is
bodies
pure
are
So the
mindfulness.
same
here.
again, you know, this is
Yeah.
mindfulness, as you said,
Yeah.
and this is the
Yeah.
same. Breathe,
Yeah.
which they ask.
Get
you
in
know,
touch with the physical world.
Exactly.
Yes.
Get
Put
in
water
touch
on your hands.
where I am.
Exactly.
Water on your
Exactly.
face.
Yeah.
Right.
Touch your hair.
Yes.
You know, touch a friend, well, if you're allowed to. Nothing out of the blue, you know. Don't go beyond any boundaries, or learn some boundaries. But feel the chair under us. Realize that we are really okay in this moment,
Yes.
and that whatever I'm thinking is not about this moment. It's something that's out there somewhere in the imaginary world
Yeah.
that cannot hurt me right now.
That's true.
And that I can deal with whatever I'm thinking about later.
Very beautiful. I love what you said.
Yeah,
I love
me
what
too.
everybody said, actually. So, all in all, anxiety is something self-made. Is it real? Might be real, as Dr. Farah said. We could think, I'm at the moment I'm okay, as Tricia said, I'm okay in the moment, but my mind is elsewhere. Yes, it's good to think that way, but do we have techniques to overcome it? If we have techniques, it's going to be very helpful. Whether you're breathing, the first step, whether you start with the breathing, or you start with praying, or you start a walk, or plant something, or write it down, do something. Do something to help you. The way I put it is to calm my anxiety is, I ask myself first, can I manage it? Is it manageable? Is it self-manageable or no? If it is self-manageable, I would start writing it down. And exactly what you all guys said, I will know the source. I love to know where is it coming from. And once I know, then I will try to find solution or solutions. Now, the other thing is, if it is not self-managed or I cannot manage it myself, I will seek help from a professional person, not from somebody who might put my life in danger. And remember, not everybody is a life coach. There is no way. So either self-managed or find a help somewhere professionally. We all go through anxiety, and remember, it's a man-made thing. We make it for ourselves. I love this quote from somebody. I heard it somewhere. It says, everything is going to go, even your anxiety. If you wait enough, it's going to go. So don't kill yourself. Today we spoke about anxiety. Wait us for next time. Thank you for watching us and hope to see you soon. Bye bye now.